Addiction is a hard thing to control, especially when you've had it for a really long time. Did you ever itch for a fix before? Ever scratch so deep you start to see the skeletons in your closet? Did addiction ever have you before? Ever rip you awake in the middle of the night to remind you that you need him? While relapse kicks in that back door, holds your rehab at gunpoint, threatens to crack head if you try to get a recovery on them, reminds you your past is too junky for you to ever be clean, so it's back to your old habits, getting high as that addict. I said high as that addict. Scratch your life away because addiction is a hard thing to control, especially when you've had it for a really long time. Yo, I'm sick of scratching. But I learned not to look down on drug addicts and alcoholics when I haven't been addicted to acceptance and affirmation. You know them gateway drugs to depression. See, my dealer only told me how good it feels to scratch. Never told me the more I scratch, the more I itch. How contagious it is. See, I think my dad left me with this itch before he left me. I think my birth mom used to itch for drugs. I guess itch just runs in my family, but I'm not trying to like father, like son, my addiction. It's hard, because I feel like I need it, you know? Like I've been scratching so long, it left me with rationalizations on why I still do it. Just treated it like America treats racism. If you just don't pay attention, it eventually go away. But it kept telling me, I will scratch your back if you scratch mine, so I kept scratching. I always thought my birth mom didn't really love me. That's why she pushed me into foster care, so I've been scratching since age 6. Itching for words like I believe in you. Grew up snorting affirmation from Facebook likes. Can you overdose on validation? Don't look at me like that. Everyone is addicted to something. I know I'm not the only fiend in this room scratching like it's the lottery. Like if you win, the only thing you want to buy is your skin back. But they say the first step in getting over an addiction is admitting that you have one. But that sounds like failure. Like I give up, and I don't give up. You know what? See, I've been saying that addiction is a hard thing to control when you've had it for a long time, when I should have been saying addiction is hard to control. You know, when you've been enunciating I am an addict instead of pronouncing I am free. Be careful how you speak to yourself. You might just believe you. I am learning that it's all about what you talk like, so now I talk like I don't itch. I talk like no generational curses. I articulate no shackles for my offspring. Like there may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Like if you having scratch problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but an itch ain't one. I am free. Now I know that I'm not just miraculously cured today, but what about tomorrow? What about next week? What about next year? What about day 1,267 of you reminding your addiction you decided to Nicoderm patch your life back together? Jabu yourself to sober. That you are testimony. You are aloe to eczema. You are generational curse now broken. You are not an addict. You are itch free. Stop scratching.
D-Dub, all right. Last poem we're going to hear from D-Dub. Okay.